I used to think the late-night subway was the loneliest place in the city, until tonight, when I noticed something off about the glass. The train car rattles through tunnels, fluorescent lights flickering overhead, and only a handful of passengers sit scattered in the gloom. I almost miss it, the way the reflections in the windows lag behind, their movements just a second slower than the people they mimic. My heart starts pounding when I realize that my own reflection isn't moving at all, it just sits, staring back at me with a crooked, knowing smile. I try to shake it off, telling myself it's just exhaustion, but every time the train stops, the reflections in the glass don't quite match up. The woman in the corner tugs at her coat, but in the window, her reflection's hands are clasped tight in her lap. The old man by the door chews his lip nervously, but his mirrored self is grinning ear to ear. I dart my eyes from reflection to reality, growing more desperate to find one that makes sense, to find myself. As the train plunges deeper underground, the lights flicker and dim. The reflections start to move on their own, ignoring the bodies they're meant to copy. Mine stands up in the glass, staring straight at me. I try to scream, but my voice is swallowed by the roar of the tracks. Suddenly, every reflection in the car turns to face me, their eyes wide and unblinking, their mouths stretching into silent warnings or threats. I realize I can't remember which seat I took, or what clothes I was wearing when I boarded. Each face in the glass feels both familiar and utterly alien. The train lurches, and I'm thrown from my seat. The reflections crowd the glass, hands pressing against the window, their eyes pleading, or accusing. I look around, desperate for a clue, but all I see are strangers, each with a reflection that's not quite right. I know I'm trapped here, surrounded by versions of myself that don't belong. The worst part? With every passing second, I'm less certain which body is mine, and which is just another desperate soul, searching for their way out.